In the deepest part of the jungle, where sunlight rarely touched the ground and rain fell like whispered secrets, lived a lion named Leo. And one night, during a storm that changed everything, Leo met an old lady, someone no lion was ever meant to meet. The jungle was alive even in darkness. Rain poured endlessly, drumming against thick leaves and muddy ground. Thunder rolled like an angry drumbeat across the sky, and lightning cracked upon the clouds, revealing twisted trees for a split second before swallowing them again. Leo sat beneath a massive banyan tree, his golden mane soaked and heavy. Once his roar had ruled these lands. Once every creature fled at the sound of his footsteps. But tonight, Leo did not roar. His eyes, glowing faintly in the darkness, started into the rain. Hunger gnawed at his stomach, but something deeper hurt more: loneliness. The jungle still respected him, but it no longer feared him. Young lions challenged his authority. Prey had ground scarce, and time, silent and cruel, had begun to weaken even the strongest king. Leo lowered his head. Rain slid down his face like tears. Through the storm, Leo heard something strange. Not the cry of an animal, not the rustle of fear. It was coughing. Human. Leo's body stiffened. Humans were dangerous. They carried fire, weapons, and fear. The jungle remembered them well. He moved silently through the undergrowth, rain masking his footsteps. Lightning flashed, and there she was, an old lady bent with age, wrapped in a torn shawl, struggling through the mud. A small lantern flickered weakly in her shaking hand. Every step looked painful. She slipped. The lantern fell, extinguished instantly by the rain. The old lady collapsed onto her knees, breathing hard. Leo froze. She was helpless. One roar, one leap, and it would be over. Yet she did not scream. Another flash of lightning revealed Leo fully. The old lady looked up. Her eyes widened, but only for a moment. She did not run. She did not cry. Instead, she slowly pushed herself upright, mud-stained hands trembling, and whispered, "So, you are real?" Leo growled low in his chest. Still she did not move. Rain soaked them both, washing away fear, sound, and time. "I have no strength to run," she said softly, "and no reason to fight." Her voice carried exhaustion, not surrender. Leo took a step forward. The jungle held its breath. The old lady sat down on a fallen log as if the line before her were nothing more than an old tree. "My name no longer matters," she said. "People stopped calling it long ago." Leo's ears twitched. "I once lived near this jungle," she continued. "Before roads, before noise, before loss." Thunder cracked. "I lost my son to the city," she said quietly. "Not to death, to ambition. He forgot me while chasing something that never loved him back." Leo felt something tighten in his chest. "And when my hut was taken and my body grew weak, I walked until my feet brought me here." She looked directly at Leo. "I heard the jungle was honest, cruel but honest." Leo stopped growling. Hunger screamed inside Leo. This was easy prey. Yet something in the old lady's eyes reminded him of his own reflection in still water. Tired, abandoned, forgotten. She reached into her shawl. Leo tensed, but she pulled out a small piece of dry bread, soaked and broken. She placed it on the ground between them. "It is all I have," she said. "If this is my last night, I will not leave with greed in my hands." Leo stared. Then slowly he turned away. The jungle whispered in shock. The king had chosen mercy. The storm worsened. Wind howled. Trees bent. Branches snapped. The old lady shivered violently. Leo walked past her and stopped near a rocky overhang nearby. He looked back once. She hesitated, then followed. Under the rocks, the rain softened. Darkness wrapped them like a blanket. For the first time in years, Leo lay down beside another living being, not to dominate, but to share warmth. The old lady closed her eyes. "Thank you," she whispered. Leo did not understand the word, but he felt its meaning. One night became two. Two became many. The old lady stayed near Leo's territory. She gathered berries, drank rainwater, talked to him. She spoke of regret, of love wasted, of how power meant nothing without someone to share silence with. Leo listened. Animals noticed. The jungle changed. Predators kept their distance, not out of fear, but respect. Birds perched closer. Even the rain seemed gentler around them. Leo hunted again, not for rage, but survival. He brought food near her, leaving it quietly. She never touched his mane. She never tried to tame him. She simply coexisted. One evening, the rain came heavier than ever. The old lady coughed, deep and painful. Her body weakened. Leo paced, restless, roaring into the storm as if challenging fate itself. She smiled faintly. "Do not fight the night, Leo," she whispered. "Even kings must rest." Lightning flashed. Her breathing slowed. Leo pressed his massive head gently beside her. The jungle wept with rain. Morning came quietly. No storm, no thunder, only mist. The old lady did not wake. Leo stayed still for hours. Birds gathered. The jungle understood. Leo lifted his head and roared, not in anger, not in dominance, but in grief. A sound so deep it shook the trees. Years passed. The jungle spoke of a lion who never attacked humans, a lion who guarded an invisible grave beneath a banyan tree. Leo grew old, but his eyes were peaceful. He had learned the greatest lesson of all: strength is not in how much fear you create, but in how much kindness you protect. And somewhere beneath rain-soaked earth, an old lady rested, knowing she had changed a king.